Good morning, students, and welcome to our YouTube channel Hunan Vizri Modern School. So, in the previous video, we have just started the new chapter, that is chapter number 2, components of the food. Okay, students, in that we have just seen the carbohydrate. So, there are two types of carbohydrates. Okay, so the first carbohydrate, that is sugar, and the second carbohydrate, that was starch. Okay, the first carbohydrate, that is sugar, and the second carbohydrate, that is starch. Okay, first of all, components of the food. So the food was divided into 5 different parts, that was carbohydrates, fats, vitamins, minerals, and other things. In that we have just seen the first, that was carbohydrate, and the carbohydrate is further divided into two parts, that is sugar and starch. So here sugar we can get from table sugar, from honey, sugar cane, and that one we get the sugar. Starch from the potatoes and beetroots, and that all the things we get the starch. Let us revise first. So here nutrients, first of all, nutrients are the substance that are needed by our body for healthy growth and functioning. Okay, the food that we eat consists of different nutrients or components. There are 5 main components of food. First is carbohydrates, fats, proteins, vitamins, and minerals. Along with this, we also require dietary food and dietary fiber and water. These components together keep the body healthy. Let's learn about each of them in detail. Okay, then coming towards the carbohydrate. Here we have seen in the previous video about the carbohydrate. Let us revise it again. Carbohydrates are important to our body. So carbohydrate gives us what? Energy. That is, they provide us energy need to work through the day. Starch and sugar are the two main components of carbohydrates that are found in food. Okay, sugar, table sugar, fruits, and honey are some sources of sugar. Here, the sources of sugars are what? Table sugar, fruits, and honey. Okay, and the starch, that is rice, wheat, corn, potatoes, and bread. These are the sources of starch. Okay, sugar we get from table sugar, fruits, and honey, and starch, that is rice, wheat, corn, potatoes, and bread, we get from them. Okay, now moving further to the next one, that is fats. Okay, so what are fats and how they are used, and all the things we will study in this video. So now moving towards the fats. So fats, what are fats? We are not talking about the fat people, but we are talking about the fats which are there in the food. Okay, so let us see one by one. Here, fats keeps our body warm and also provides us energy. So what is the work of the fats? Let us see that. I am just writing that on the board. So fats means fats keeps our body also provide us energy. So, and then after the fats are categorized into two parts. Further, the fats are categorized into two parts as the carbohydrates are further categorized into two parts, that was sugar first and second was starch. In that way, the fats are also categorized into two parts. But before that, what is fats and how it is used? So fats keeps our body warm and also provides us energy. Here in the winter season, we eat different kinds of the fats. Okay. Now let us see that two different types of the fats. That is, first one, that is those which are mostly solid at room temperature. Okay, those who are solid at room temperature, that is example, that is butter. Okay, then after second one, that is those which are liquid at room temperature. Okay, and the example is vegetable oil. Okay, so here you have seen the butter at the room temperature, which is a semi-solid. Okay, not completely solid, but it is semi-solid. If you just keep it in the freezer, then it will become solid, and if you just keep at the room temperature, it will become semi-solid. But here we will talk about the solid only. And as you just heat it, it will start melting and it will convert into liquid. And coming towards the fats which are already liquid in the atmosphere, means in the room temperature, that is vegetable oil. We have seen the vegetable oil which is liquid at the room temperature. Moving further, that is oil, ghee, nuts, butter, cream, and cheese are rich sources of fats. Okay, they are rich sources of fat. Which are the rich sources of fat? It can be asked. That is, we can write oil, ghee, nuts, butter, cream, and cheese. They are all rich sources of fats. Okay, now moving forward, that is, fats are also present. Fats are also present. Fats are also present in milk, fish, meat, and eggs. okay, and eggs. Okay, so these are all, in this also the fats are present. So here first of all fats, how the fat is needed, why the fats is needed for our body, that is fats keeps our body warm and also provides us energy. Then after, those which are mostly solid at room temperature, okay, so further it is categorized which are solid at room temperature, and second is which is liquid at room temperature. Then the rich sources that are oil, ghee, nuts, butter, cream and cheese are the rich sources of fats. And also fats are also present in milk, fish, meat and eggs. Okay students, now moving forward, that is, here you can see the pictures are also given, but here let us compare the fats and the carbohydrate. So fats gives us much more energy than carbohydrate. Okay, fats gives us more energy than the carbohydrates. So here carbohydrates also gives us energy, but fats gives more energy than the carbohydrates. Okay students, now moving forward, a limited amount of fats is important in diet for healthy functioning of the body. Means we have to eat the minimum amount of the fats. If we eat more fats, then it is harmful for our body. So here a limited amount of fats is important in the diet for healthy functioning of the body. Okay, healthy functioning of the body. Okay students, now here it is said in this point that we have to eat the limited amount of the fats. Otherwise, if you just eat more fats, then it can harm to your body. Okay students, now the next point, that is, however, eating too much fats can be harmful. Excess amounts of the fats consumed are stored in the cells called the fat cells in the body. Here, if you just eat more fats, then the fats are stored in the cells, and which are called the fat cells. Let us see that. Excess amount of fats consumed are stored in cells called the fat cells. Okay students, they are called the fat cells. The fats, excess fat which we just consumed in our body, that are stored in the cells and which are known as the fat cells. Okay students, moving forward, that is, over a period of time, this leads to a condition called the obesity. Excess and harmful fats deposit in the body and may also cause the heart attack. Here, our next point, that is, over a period of time, this lead to a condition called obesity, and also may also cause heart diseases. Okay, may also cause the heart diseases. Here, the fats, in a limited amount of the fats, if we just eat, then it is good for our body. But we just inhale the excess amount of the fats, means we eat the junk foods that contains more fat. It contains butter, cheese, oil, and that all the things. So what will happen if we just eat junk food, then there will be more fats, and the excess amount of the fats are stored in the cells. They are known as the fat cells, which we have written here only. Yes, here, fat cells. Okay, and then after, what happens over a period of time, this leads to a condition called the obesity, or may also causes the heart disease. Okay, may also causes the heart disease, means if you just eat more and more the fats or junk foods, then it is harm to your body. Okay students, moving further, that is, junk foods such as sweets, chips, fries, burger, candies, soft drinks are harmful because they are poor in their nutrients contained but have a high amount of fats and sugar. So here our next point, that is, junk foods such as sweet, chips, fries, burgers, candies, and soft drink are harmful because they are poor in their nutrients content but have high amount high amount of fats and sugar. Okay, so junk food, we do not have to eat junk food daily. Okay, here let us see the fats again. Fats gives us much more energy than the carbohydrates, but we have to eat the minimum amount of the fats, not the more amount of the fats. And a limited amount of the fats is important in the diet for healthy functioning of the body. If you have to just maintain your body healthy, then you have to eat only the minimum amount of the fats, not the maximum amount of the fats. Here, excess amount of the fats consumed are stored in the cells called the fat cells. Means if we just eat more fat containing food, then the fats is over, then it is going to the cell, and that cell is known as the fat cell. Over a period of time, this leads to a condition called the obesity and may also cause heart disease. Okay, it can also cause the heart diseases if we just consume more amount of the fats. And here, junk foods such as sweet, chips, fries, burger, candies, and soft drinks are harmful because they are poor in their nutrients content but have a high amount of the fats and sugar. Okay, students, have a high amount of the fats and sugar, but the nutrients are not enough in that junk food. So this is all about the fats. Now moving further, that is, there is an activity that how we can know that there is a fat in the food. For that, there is an activity, that is to test the presence of fats in the food sample. So here it is, materials needed, that is food sample, a sheet of filter paper, a heavy object to crush the solid food substance sample. Here, if the sample is liquid, add a few drops of the food stuff on the filter paper, and sample is solid, keep it between the folds of the filter paper and crush it. Remove any food particles from the paper and let it dry. Hold the paper against the light source. Observation: an oily translucent stain can be seen on the filter paper. The food sample contains the fat. So here what happens? How you can know that in the food the fat is there or not? So here what you have to do, you have to first of all take the food sample. If it is solid or liquid, you have to take it. Then after, you have to take a filter paper. Okay, so if you just take the filter paper, if it is liquid, the food sample is liquid, then you have to add a few drops of the liquid. Okay, students, and what you have to do is you have to just keep and up till it dries. And if it is the solid, then you have to crush it between, fold the filter paper, and then you have to crush it and then take it out the food sample. Okay, students, and then after, let us dry that. Then after, when it just dry, then you have to see in the light source, against the light source, if it is a translucent layer, oily layer in the filter paper, then that food sample contains the fats. Okay, students, moving forward, here it is proteins. So what are proteins? But I think the proteins we will see in the next video. Okay, students, here in your homework, what you just do is, homework. Homework, that is, we have to do here, write about the fats. Write about fats. Okay, write about fats. In that, what you have to write here, I can say that how the fat is used, how many types of the fats are there, means all the board work which I have written in the board, that you have to write in your homework. Okay students, we will meet in the next video. Okay, bye students.